This book, South Africa, The Great Deception, argues something very strong. It claims the post-1994 transition was not a true liberation. Instead, it was a carefully engineered blueprint for containment.
That is a shocking claim. Most people view 1994 as a miracle of democracy. What exactly do you mean by containment in this context?
Containment meant preserving the underlying economic logic of the previous era. It involved systemic sabotage across infrastructure, trade, and finance. The goal was to block genuine continental agency.
So, these weren't just policy failures or corruption incidents. The author suggests these were deliberate features of a design.
Precisely, the failures were features, not bugs. For example, infrastructure was built but weaponized. Trade agreements were signed but never activated for local benefit.
Weaponized infrastructure sounds serious. Can you give an example of how a port or railway system was weaponized?
Consider the ports, which adopted the landlord model. Operational control was outsourced to foreign entities. This served global supply chains, bypassing continental integration efforts like AFCFTA.
So, nominal state ownership remained, but actual control went elsewhere. Did this affect our ability to build national capacity, like a fleet?
Absolutely, the ship registry became a placeholder, used for optics rather than launching a national fleet or shipbuilding industry. We were told to register, but never to launch or reclaim.
That connects to the idea of performance without substance I saw mentioned. It seems this deception was layered across every sector.
It was, look at mining. We export raw wealth but import poverty. The system is designed for legalized extraction, not industrial expansion or local beneficiation.
If the system is so designed, what about the people who tried to push back, like political leaders attempting reform?
Chapter 17 discusses rebellious regimes, like Mbeki's focus on intellectual sovereignty or Zuma's push for economic transformation. Their resistance was real, but ultimately contained.
Contained how? Were they simply voted out, or was the framework itself designed to neutralize them?
The framework was designed to neutralize them. Their attempts were repackaged as corruption or arrogance. Without redesigning the underlying legal and institutional architecture, rebellion becomes mere theater.
That suggests the legal continuity, keeping old laws, was crucial to maintaining this containment structure.
Yes, legal continuity is key. The laws we didn't change became the scaffolding for exclusion. We inherited the keys but never changed the locks, preserving apartheid-era economic logic.
That explains why things like land reform or resource ownership remain so fraught. It's a legal trap, not just political gridlock.
Exactly, the book frames state capture, like the Gupta era, not as random corruption, but as the blueprint being executed by new actors. It was architecture, not chaos.
So, the entire system was set up to ensure that even if the political leadership changed, the economic control remained with external or legacy elites.
That is the core finding regarding finance and currency too. The rand was managed to project stability while masking structural vulnerability. It was a managed illusion.
And this illusion meant we couldn't build sovereign financial instruments or properly engage with global trade blocs like BRICS or AFCFTA.
Correct, the final chapters look at technology, defense, and ecology, showing similar patterns: fragmentation, donor dependency, and the outsourcing of authorship. We were taught to consume, not create.
This sounds incredibly disheartening. What is the ultimate call to action for the reader or for South Africa based on this audit?
The call is for reclamation, not just critique. We must move from performance to production. This means licensing innovation, building sovereign infrastructure, and linking youth absorption to actual industrial mandates.
So, the blueprint for correction exists within the memory of what was lost, and the focus must shift from optics to tangible, sovereign ownership.